For the Electoral Commission, we are aware that information is critical, knowledge is key, and education is paramount. People who often will fall for misinformation are normally those who do not know. So the first level of immunization of any community, and in our case, to our electorate and the population and the voters, is the deliberate plan that we put in place under our communication strategy, whose core is providing regular, timely information about the electoral process to all stakeholders, including the public. We have made it very clear in our communication strategy that at every turn of the key milestones in the electoral process, we will use every tool, every means, every platform available to ensure that our people, the people that need to know, actually know what is happening. And we're not only using the media. Media is one of the tools that we're using. Traditional, both traditional and digital. But we also have stakeholder engagements, bringing critical actors in the electoral process, political parties, their agents, candidates, civil society groups, youth groups, religious institutions, and ensuring that the right information is provided to them as soon as it is available. Because we know you have to build an army of people that know the truth to be able to address misinformation. You don't just depend on what is in the media. The media consumes what people tell it. Okay? So the first level is to actually make sure that what we have done is that we have mapped our key stakeholder engagement strategy, whom we keep updated from Parliament to ministries and MDAs, Ministry of Foreign Agencies, as I have outlined them, to security agencies, to youth groups, to religious institutions, to make sure that they know. So that when they hear something on any media, whether it is on a WhatsApp group or on a digital platform, they will say, no, this is not true. So the first level is empowerment with information and education. 2, we have a deliberate, consistent and planned voter education exercise undertaken in all districts within the country, because the EC has presence in all districts in the country. We have returning officers and other officials at that level who are engaged in regular voter education about the electoral process. Again, the reason being, you want people to be informed, you want them to be able to inform others, and you want to make sure that lies and disinformation is detected and immediately dealt with. The critical challenge is technology, okay? Where people use digital platforms, create pseudo accounts, and then misinform the public. Again, we have one of the key elements that have been done this time is the recruitment of a digital and online team. We have an officer now responsible for monitoring this and ensuring that our digital platforms, our social media platform, our website are updated and information provided there, and having immediate responses to misinformation when it comes up. Yeah. So that one, technology in elections, digital. So the digital platforms are neutral. Digital and technology are neutral platforms. But how you use them is the issue. And so we are equipping our teams with detecting. We actually have internal trainings for our teams.
Ongoing?
Yes.
Okay.
On detecting lies. But to detect lies, you must know the truth. Because if you don't know the truth, then anything goes. Those digital platforms. Understanding how to detect fake news, understanding,
fake
accounts, building profiles around our logos and our content, so that you say this one doesn't belong to us. So we are building security features in our documents, in our digital platforms. We have verified our Twitter and other social media accounts, so that we'll say this one is not from us. Okay, this is not from us. So there is capacity building at the level of the staff involved in the communications department and beyond on detecting fake news, detecting bias, detecting lies and prompt response. There's a question of AI, which again is a big monster. Again, neutral. It can serve good, it can serve bad. The bad intention people I talked about, that people are the ones who actually, it's not the machines, it's the people. So the critical real issue is to address values, the value system. Because somebody who sits at NASA and creates fake images is the problem. It's not the technology at NASA. Anybody with a laptop or a phone can manufacture things. So we call on the stakeholder to increase the levels of building digital literacy and media literacy, so that people are able to know that this is a fact and this is a lie. And this cannot only be done by the EC alone. Elections, all credible, fair, free elections are not just a responsibility of the Electoral Commission. They are a responsibility of all stakeholders, the education systems, our schools. What value systems are we imparting in our children in those places? So that is why the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Justice Babakama, has been consistent on saying that the entire value chain of the actors in the electoral process need to come on board to play their roles to ensure that the elections we have are based on truth, on fact, on values, and so addressing misinformation is in a broader context of addressing the question of the value systems of the country.